I met Frank some years ago when I traveled to Abuja for an interview. It was a short trip and I never imagined it would change my life. We met by chance, got talking, and he was very calm, respectful and attentive. Before I returned to my state, we exchanged contact. After I left Abuja, we kept talking on the phone. Our conversations became regular, deep and meaningful. A few weeks later, Frank invited me to come back to Abuja to see him. I went. During that visit, he told me he wanted something serious with me. He spoke about commitment and even mentioned marriage. I believed him, and at that point I felt safe, hopeful and convinced that I had finally met someone who knew what he wanted. I didn't know that this was just the beginning of a very long journey. After that visit, our relationship became more serious. We continued seeing each other, and not long after that, I found out I was pregnant for Frank. When I told him, he asked me to keep the pregnancy. He reassured me and said he wanted to marry me. He promised to come and see my people, and I was so happy. I felt chosen. I felt secure. Frank took care of me financially and made sure I lacked nothing. Because of that, I believed everything would fall into place. I waited for the day he would come home to meet my family. I prepared myself mentally and emotionally, but the day never came. Instead, I got a conversation that changed everything, and that was when Frank finally told me the truth. Frank told me his family, especially his mother, was against him marrying me. The reason shocked me. He said it was because of tribal differences. I tried to understand. I tried to talk to him. I tried to reason with him. The more I tried, the more excuses I had about why it would never work. I asked him about our child. He told me to be patient. He continued supporting me financially, so I held on to hope. I believed that with time, things would change. But time passed and nothing changed. Fast forward 5 years later, we are still not married. Frank is doing well. He has businesses in and outside Nigeria, but there is still no clear plan for us. At some point, I tried to move on with my life emotionally because I couldn't keep waiting forever. Then recently, I got a call from Frank. He told me his mother was ill. He said his siblings were married and not around, and the family wanted me to come and help take care of her, the mom. This is the same woman who stood against our marriage 5 years ago. Now I'm confused. Should I go and take care of her? Will that finally change anything? Or is this the moment I choose myself and move on completely? If you were in my place, what would you do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. From Sarah Animo. So guys, you've just heard the story of Sarah Animo, and this is what she's currently dealing with right now. Situations like this are more common than we like to admit, and many people have walked in the same path in silence. If you've ever experienced something similar, or you've learned a hard lesson from a relationship like this, please share it in the comments. And if you were in Sarah's position, what would you do honestly? Let's talk about it respectfully and help someone who might be watching and going through the same thing. Bye.